Hello, my leadership friends. This is Jay Scott Cotton, the voice of leadership, and you're listening to another episode of Lead Right with Jay Scott Cotton. I am so excited that you are here listening today to this podcast. Remember, the purpose of Lead Right is to motivate, inspire, and equip you to fulfill your potential, to live out the full potential of your leadership, whether you're currently in a leadership role or you are an emerging leader. Our content is to do those three things: motivate, inspire, and equip you that you can be the best leader that you're called to be. I'm excited. This is another episode. This is actually part three of Leader with Vision. And this is probably going to be the last episode to this one, at least for right now. But I want us to jump into having this discussion. So, for those of you who are listening and you know me, and those who don't know me, I am a huge Jacksonville Jaguars fan, right? I love our home team. I've been a fan since the city was awarded the team, and I follow the team. You know, no matter how tough the season may be, I follow our team. And this season and last season was not a good season at all. It wasn't a great season. Wasn't a good season. It was actually very poor. And then we went into this season recruiting the number one draft pick quarterback. This guy had a amazing career up until this point, um, and it doesn't seem that things are going very well for him. And it's not that he's a bad player, so it's not that he's not playing good football. I think it's a combination of teamwork, and that teamwork actually starts with the coaching. Now, this podcast, as being part three, we're talking about leaders with vision, and I definitely believe very much so that leaders should be individuals who have vision, not just sight. I mean, sight is this. Sight is what we look out of our pupils and see. But vision is a lot deeper than just the natural sight that we have. Vision is sometimes something that no one can really see, and we have to get people to buy into our vision. Well, this leads me to this conversation. I was watching one of the media. I'm not sure exactly what they call it, but um, it was the coach and the media coming together. I guess his media briefing about the previous game, and they was asking him some really important questions. You know, they asked him about certain plays. They asked him about certain players, right? Now you're the head coach. You're the head coach, and they're asking you about a specific player and what was the reasoning why this player made an error. Okay, and it wasn't even on him. I mean, listen, this is professional football, and trust me, I'm not. This is not a sports commentator um, of a broadcast today, but I want to make my point. So this particular player, the ball is given to him. He's running the ball. He gets tackled. The ball is stripped. It's called a fumble. This is pro. This is professional football players, right? This is what happens in this game. Well, after that, they called him out of the game. This was the first half of the game, and they did not put him back in until the second half of the game. So, therefore, the media, one of the reporters asked the coach, what was the reason behind that call? And this is what he said: I don't know. He's made this reference that he doesn't micromanage his coaches. You're the head coach, you're the leader. And he says, I don't know. I don't micromanage them. That's a challenge. And I don't like using this word, but that's a problem. And here's the reason why. Because as the head coach, you are the leader. You should know why those that are on your leadership team is doing the things that they're doing. And actually, those on your leadership team, should be doing things that is going to help execute and fulfill the vision in which you have cast as a leader to make it a reality. If you have persons on your leadership team, or if you're a part of a leadership team, you're working towards that vision. And this is why it's important that as leaders, you have a vision. You have a vision. You're communicating that vision. You are recommunicating that vision. You're stressing what that vision is. There are times where you do have to take on the management skill of micromanaging, especially when when you're not having the best season. You need to know why your leadership team, individuals on your leadership team, are doing the things that they're doing. Why that play? Why that call? Why are you pulling out one of the best offensive players that we have? Because in doing that, it is not a good execution to get us to the vision. Watch this, that I have as the leader. That's the point I'm trying to make today. So when I heard him say this, and when I heard him say things like "I don't know," that really disturbed me. And I literally began to look at it from a leadership standpoint. As a leader, you should never communicate to anyone you don't know. You don't know. Even if you don't know. So you may be listening and you may say, "Well, Scott, what if I don't know? How do I communicate?" There's an effective way to communicate that, and it's never "I don't know." I give you an example. When I did management with Payless Shoe Source, I told my staff we would never tell our customers we don't know something. Even if we knew that we did not have a specific product, it's never "I don't know." Even if we don't if even if we knew that that product was not going to be in that shipment that we're getting that week, we would never say "I don't know." The best way that we communicated to our customers was, "Let me check. Let me find out." Okay? And in doing so, what that did to that customer is that made that customer feel like they were a priority. But also my staff understood that that was a part of us being able to reach the vision that I set as a store manager. Okay? So for this coach to say "I don't know," I don't micromanage my assistant coaches. I don't really know what they're doing. That's a problem. That's a challenge. That's a challenge. As a leader, you got to have enough vision. And let me get back to this point. You got to have enough vision that people buy into your vision, that the decisions the decisions that that individual on your leadership team will make, they're making that decision because they believe that that is the best decision to help get to your vision, to help reach the vision of the organization, to help reach the vision for the team. So now let me put this back on the leader. It is important that as a leader, you have a vision. You have a vision. What is the vision you have for the year? What is the vision you have for the organization? What is the vision you have for your team? And you are communicating that vision. You are evaluating the execution processes because that helps reach the vision. You're reviewing your policies and your procedures because all of those things is going to help you reach your vision. If you do not have a vision, then what are you doing? What are you aiming for? What are you aiming for? Let me make this practical. The summertime comes up and you say, I want to go on vacation. That's broad, right? That's broad. I want to go on vacation. I want to take a week and I want to go on vacation. What kind of vacation do you want to take? What do you want the week to be for you? Do you want it to be adventurous? Do you want it to be relaxing? So let's say, I want to take a vacation. I want to have fun. I want to have some adventure to it. I want to have a little educational growth to it. And you say, so I want to go to I want to go out to California. I'm just throwing this out. None of those things may happen for you. But let's just say you say I want to go out to California. That's your vision. That's your vision. I want to have fun. I want to experience some adventure. I want to have some growth time. I want to have some relaxation time. That is the week. That's the vision. That's what you're seeing. Now, in sharing that with others, they may not see that immediately. They may not see that. So, but what you would do is you would then have conversations with people, casting that vision, sharing that vision with them, and then they may bring things to the table that can help you make sure that that week is the week that you envisioned. Listen, it is extremely sad to go through a week, go through a year, only to get to the end of it and you do not feel like you fulfilled what you envision your year to be. But then you got to ask yourself, why didn't I? Why didn't I? You can have a whole lot of people on the bus, but you need to make sure that you're putting the right people in the right seats on the bus. You can't have the driver sitting at the rear of the bus. You're never going to go anywhere, right? But you have to know, you have to have that vision. What is the vision for my leadership? Let me ask this question. What is the vision that you have for your leadership? What is it? What is the vision you have for your leadership? Can you communicate what your leadership is supposed to look like, supposed to be? And are you communicating that with people? That's how you build the healthy relationships. That's how you build the right relationships. Because, based on what I envision for my leadership, these are the individuals that I need to have around me. So, what am I saying? This is what I'm saying. As a leader, it is vital that you have a vision. It's vital that those that are on your leadership team, they know what that vision is. They brought into that vision. They're committed to that vision and they are executing every single day to help you to get to that vision. That's why it is important for a leader to have vision. It's not just about having sight. Sight only gives you in a moment. Vision gives you long term. I'm going to say that again. Sight only gives you a moment. Vision gives you a long term projection. Listen, I have vision for where I want to be when I retire. I see it. I see my retirement. Now, I'm about 10 years away from retiring, but I see my retirement. I know how, listen, I have so much vision for my for my retirement to I know how I want to wake up in the morning, what I want to do when I wake up in the mornings. I know trips I want to take when I retire. And you know what I've done? I've shared that vision with my family members. I'm making some financial adjustments to make sure that I'm going to be able to live out that vision that I have. So I'm not just I won't just execute when I get there. I'm executing things now that is going to help me fulfill that vision. So it's the same way with you as a leader in your organization. What is the vision you have? And what are you doing to execute it now? Who do you have that you're sharing that vision with and they're buying into that vision to make that vision happen at an appointed time? The scripture says, write the vision and make it plain. Have you written your vision and is it plain where people can run with it, where people can execute it? And are you engaged in a continual evaluation of execution policies and procedures, hiring practices, all of those things that either will make that vision happen or it would destroy the vision? That's the question that you have to ask today, my leadership friends. As I conclude uh, this series on leaders with vision, I want you to know this, that it is vital that you know the vision for your leadership, you know the vision for your team, and you're going to build a culture that will ensure that that vision happens. It's important. So, this has been another wonderful episode. I believe it was wonderful. Another wonderful episode of Lead Right with J. Scott Cotton. Again, reach out to me, connect. I can't say that enough. Connect. You want to connect with the Lead Right community. Go to Facebook right now. Go to Facebook right now and look up Cotton and Company Leadership Group. Okay, Cotton and Company Leadership Group, and connect, connect, connect to the group. Go to Instagram, look up Cotton and Company Leadership Group. Okay, Cotton and Company Leadership Group. Go to Twitter, connect. All this feeds into our Lead Right community. As well, I want to be able to equip you um, as much as I can. So I want you to text, grab your device. I want you to text 84576, 84576. That's the number, but you're going to text lead right to 84576. Okay. I want you to be connected to our text messaging system. Um, Listen, I don't overshadow you with text messages. You're not going to get that. I'm not doing that. But you will get a text message on Mondays, and you will get one on Fridays. Those are the main ones. But because you are a part of the Lead Right community, you may get one on Wednesdays, just to let you know that the podcast has dropped, right? And I want you to partake of that before others. If you're subscribing, or if you're following the Lead Right podcast on Spotify or Google Podcast, or Anchor, subscribe to it, set your notifications so you'll get notified when it's published and when it's up. But other than that, you basically get two to three text messages a week. So let's connect, let's grow, invite others to be a part of the Lead Right community. I am so excited. Listen, I'm gonna have some important news coming real soon, something that I want to do in January for the Lead Right community. And I want you to be a part of that. Okay. I want you to be a part of that. So stay tuned. We're going to do some great things. Listen, it's not just about us as individuals. Lead Right as a community. It's a movement. We're going to make some things happen. We're going to shape the way we understand and do leadership. That is going to be very positive for us as individuals, but it's also going to be very, very positive for the organizations in which we are part of. And I make that promise to you. I'm going to try to bring you the best content. That's why I'm asking you to reach out to me. You can do J. Scott Cotton at cottonandcompanylg.org. Send me an email, or you can do cottonclg at gmail. Send me an email. Give me topics. If you're following us on social media, I do go on my stories and I ask, what kind of topics. I had someone the other night send me about 5 topics that I'm now starting to build the content around. I'm gonna invite some guests to come on that would talk about certain things that I think that as effective leaders we need to have. So this is gonna be great. This is not the type of podcast that just sit around and bash people and bash situations. That's definitely not what I tried to do today in terms of the head coach of the Jaguars. But I do know I was disturbed by some of that leadership approach that I think that I needed to address, to give us the tools to be able to make sure that we have vision and we're communicating and we're working with our leadership team. So again, thank you so much. God bless you. I love you. Let's lead right.